Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho.
Actually, Merry Christmas Eve!
Eve. Wait, no?
No, this is gonna go up Eve.
Oh, okay, right. We're recording it a day before, though.
Yes, because we're sneaky.
Ooh. Also because we'll be busy.
Christmas Eve's video is gonna be a cute little look back on last year.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna share about our experiences of Christmas as a child. Who wants to go first?
Ooh. Oh.
I think you want to go first.
Well,
Tell me all about it.
Well, also first, because we're talking Christmas memories. This shirt it's a Christmas memory, but
you need to stand up a bit.
It was from Christmas last year, but it's a Christmas memory.
Yes, but we're going way back.
Ooh, rewind. Someone will find that funny, I'm sure. Me mostly. Okay, Christmas memories. Okay, so we mentioned in another video that in the Swedish Christmas tradition, at least how I grew up, is that we get visited by Santa on Christmas Eve. He comes in and hands out the presents himself.
In the evening.
Yes. Because who can be bothered to wait until Christmas morning? Ugh. No. Also because in the Swedish tradition, early Christmas morning is when you have your Christmas church services. And you want to have your presents before you go to church. So that you can brag to all of your friends about all the cool presents you got for Christmas.
Because that's what Christmas is all about.
More or less, yes. But here's the thing. So you usually, often it's a parent who dresses, the father of the family traditionally, but not necessarily anymore, who dresses up as Santa and comes in. And especially my older brother figured out very quickly that, nah, that's not Santa, that's Daddy. So they started getting other people to come and do it. And we both, but especially my older brother, was just very good at spotting who was behind the Santa mask. Like, there is this story in our family of the time that my parents were sure that they were gonna, stump us because they got one of Dad's farmer friends, who we saw this guy maybe 2 or 3 times a year when he was over at the farm helping Dad with like harvest or something. Like, that was it, 2 or 3 times a year. My brother greeted him by name when he came in the door.
Axel's got a good memory.
Yeah. It was.
I'm terrible at names.
And after that, my parents sort of they changed tactics, and starting the next year, they would let one of us do. Well, we were a bit too. We couldn't really be Santa very well, so we got to be Santa's helpers, and we got to do it. And so there is this video of, I think it was Axel, my older brother, who was the Santa's helper. He was dressed in red and with a Santa hat. He came in and he handed out all the gifts, and then he just walks out the door like he's barely out the door. I think you can still see on the video him taking the hat off, turning right around, coming back in the room, and go, "Was Santa here?"
Such a good actor.
And I went, well, yeah. Well, one of his helpers was here, and he looked just like you. I would guess that we were both doing that on purpose to sort of play it up to try and still trick our little brother, who was, is 4 years younger than me, so he might have still been fooled. But
I doubt it. Kids are smart.
Yeah. So mainly it was just we were just having fun.
Aww. You guys are all a bunch of ridiculous geniuses. Tell about the mask and the wasn't there a special Santa coat too?
Well, I mean.
No, I thought that there was like some weird patchworky coat.
Maybe that one I can't remember exactly, but the mask
is terrifying.
It's not a very good mask. It's sort of like this sort of paper or like almost papyrus or parchment material. It does not look very realistic, and then it's just big. It's just sort of like a plain mask with red cheeks and a long white beard, and that's it. It's yeah.
Your mom would never throw that away, so I have to ask if she's got it so I can put it in a vlog because that's a piece of your life history there.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you wanted to share about?
Not off the top of my head. So, I mean, you go ahead, and I might think of something else.
So, growing up, there was a few traditions that were really important. There was a candlelight service on Christmas Eve, and that was always really beautiful, and everyone having a candle and the lights going off. And there was going to see the Christmas lights. That was a big deal at Christmas Village in downtown Ogden.
I've been there.
Uh-huh.
It is really nice.
Christmas Eve, we would always watch It's a Wonderful Life and drink eggnog. And yeah, I miss eggnog. And Christmas morning was when we would open presents, waking up early. But there was a special way that it had to be done. My dad had to make breakfast first and then wake us up by playing this song by Rich Mullins called You Gotta Get Up. And like if we were to play that music, just the piano introduction would probably make me cry. Because when we were sharing about our Christmas memories and traditions with my Swedish class last year, I cried in front of the whole class. But I remember one time I had to get up to go to the bathroom, and my dad was like, "No, go back downstairs. The food's not ready yet."
I got it. Nope.
So we would open our stocking not open, it's not zipped, but we would look in our stocking first, see the little presents in there, and eat one piece of candy before breakfast. And the breakfast was this special, usually it was toast where you take a glass and make a hole in it and put butter and cinnamon sugar on top of that, and then crack an egg into the rest of the bread.
Yeah, that's
so the egg is a little bit runny.
Yes.
Just perfect.
I like making those too.
You haven't made that in a while.
No, it's called many different things. Egg in the nest is
something
the
like that.
one I've heard the most, I think.
And we would open presents, and we'd have to take pictures with all of our presents. Yeah. Something that I would do personally is the night, I would sneak upstairs while everyone was asleep. Confession time. And I would just look out the window and look at the snow, look at the shapes that the presents were making in the darkness, look at the bulge of the stockings, and just.
Did you shake them?
No.
Okay.
We would actually leave our presents out.
Mm-hmm.
I probably did shake them now and then, actually. And it would just be such a fun time. I would be so excited for my family to open the presents I got them. Oh, man. I would just, sort them again and again. Just, waiting and waiting to get to see their faces and hoping that they were happy.
Yeah.
Aww.
But yeah, I was thinking, so the whole thing, because opening the presents in the evening meant you had to keep the kids busy all day when they knew they were going to be presents. It helps that, I think we mentioned this in another video too, the Disney Christmas special at 3 p.m. Christmas Eve. Very important for parents in Sweden to keep their kids from going crazy. But also, my parents also started eventually, we would get one little gift on the morning of Christmas Eve. They would be just laying on the floor next to the bed when we woke up, and it would usually be stuff like a puzzle or some sort of a coloring book or some sort of activity book or something like that.
Keep you occupied.
Something to keep us busy until it was time to give us our actual toys. So that was a special thing too. And the food. Oh, Christmas food.
That could probably be a whole other video.
Yeah.
We should probably cut this off here, though.
Oh, well, but but not just food, but the Christmas candy. In Sweden, it is very important. Well, I mean, if you're doing sort of the traditional Swedish Christmas, that you make your own Christmas candy. Like, really, you should make your own gingerbread house. We haven't done that in a while. But then also, make your own candy. But the gingerbread house is important too. But are we gonna do another? Because Sweden has this whole big thing of post-Christmas tradition as well.
Well, we can talk about that after Christmas.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Yeah, so look forward to that.
Thanks so much for watching and hanging out with us. I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to put it up because we've got a lot of stuff to do in this week.
Yep.
We've got some celebrating to do.
4 days of partying.
Woot, woot.
And she's got to work one of those days as well. So that's enough.
Thanks for watching. Hugs. You want to give hugs, Morton? Hugs.
Can I hug you as well?
Sure.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, thumbnail. Merry Christmas.